Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a young couple, John and Mary. They were high school sweethearts who got married and had two beautiful children, Emily and James. John worked as an engineer, and Mary was a stay-at-home mum, dedicating her time to raising their kids. The family lived a happy and contented life, but as the children grew older, Mary began to notice a change in their behavior. Emily, who was 12, and James, who was 10, started to become more withdrawn and isolated. They spent most of their time playing video games, watching TV, or scrolling through their tablets. Mary tried to limit their screen time, but John would often override her rules, saying, "Let them have some fun, they're just kids." Mary worried that their excessive screen time was affecting their physical and mental health, but John didn't see it as a problem. One day, Mary attended a parenting seminar where she met a wise old woman named Sarah. Sarah shared her own experiences as a parent and offered valuable advice on how to raise children in today's digital age. Mary was inspired by Sarah's words and decided to make some changes in her parenting approach. She started by setting clear boundaries and rules for screen time, and she encouraged her children to engage in outdoor activities and hobbies. She also began to spend quality time with them, doing things they enjoyed, like baking, painting, and playing board games. However, John was resistant to these changes, and he continued to undermine Mary's efforts. He would often give in to the children's demands, allowing them to have extra screen time or buy them the latest gadgets. As time passed, the tension between Mary and John grew. Mary felt frustrated and alone in her efforts to raise their children responsibly. She began to wonder if she was the only one who cared about their well-being. One evening, Mary had a heart-to-heart conversation with Sarah, who shared a story that would change Mary's life forever. "Many years ago," Sarah began, "I had a friend whose son was addicted to video games. He would play for hours on end, neglecting his schoolwork, his health, and his relationships. His parents tried everything to get him to stop, but nothing worked. One day, the son had a severe seizure while playing games, and he was rushed to the hospital. The doctors found that his excessive gaming had caused a rare condition that affected his brain. He had to undergo surgery and months of rehabilitation. His parents were devastated, but they realized that they had been warned signs all along. They had ignored the red flags, thinking that their son was just having fun, but in reality, he was addicted, and it almost cost him his life. Mary, as a parent, it's your responsibility to protect your children from harm. You must be vigilant and proactive in monitoring their behavior, especially when it comes to technology. Don't wait until it's too late, like my friend did." Mary was deeply moved by Sarah's story, and she realized that she had been given a wake-up call. She knew that she had to take drastic measures to save her children from the dangers of excessive screen time. With newfound determination, Mary sat down with John and had a firm but loving conversation. She shared Sarah's story and explained how their children's behavior was affecting their health and well-being. She begged John to support her in setting boundaries and encouraging their children to lead a balanced life. John was taken aback by Mary's words, and for the first time, he saw the harm that their permissive parenting had caused. He apologized for undermining Mary's efforts and promised to work together to raise their children responsibly. From that day on, the family made a conscious effort to change their ways. They set limits on screen time, encouraged outdoor activities, and spent quality time together. It wasn't easy, but they persevered, knowing that their children's future depended on it. As the months passed, Emily and James began to flourish. They made new friends, excelled in school, and developed a love for nature and sports. Mary and John's relationship also improved as they worked together as a team to raise their children. The story of Mary and her family serves as a reminder to all parents that it's never too late to make a change. By being proactive, setting clear boundaries, and encouraging responsible behavior, we can protect our children from the dangers of excessive screen time and help them lead happy, healthy, and balanced lives. Every parent must watch and learn from this story, for it is a wake-up call to take control of our children's lives and ensure that they grow into responsible, compassionate, and successful individuals.